I'm Emma. I'm a psychotherapist, a lifestyle strategist, and I'm also the founder of A Life I Choose, which is a self-development agency that teaches people how to empower themselves to create a high quality of life. Now, a high quality of life is one thing for me, and it's one thing for you, and it's another thing for you. We really work with each client on creating their high quality of life, what is their vision for their life, on all aspects of their lives, from their relationships, to their careers, to their wealth, and their health, and so on. Today, as you know, we're speaking about visualization. Visualization is a tool that I really like when it comes to achievement. Achievement is important when you're speaking about quality of life because we constantly need to be self-expanding in order to experience joy. Right? It's like kids. Kids need to be learning all the time, and we need to be doing the same thing. So achievement is massively important, and visualization is a tool that I like to use for this. Today is kind of a taster of a workshop that I hold in January called the New Year Evolution Workshop, where we design your year. Okay, now some people think this is a bit weird when I say design your year. They're like, oh my god, that sounds so rigid. It's not in that sense. It's just kind of, you know how when you want to be successful, you need to set yourself up for it. You need to do a bit of planning. So this is what we do. We look at your life holistically and we see, okay, what do you want to tweak? What are you rocking at and what do you want to boost? So today is just a taster of it. I'm going to be focusing on one of my favorite tools. So I'd just like you to take a moment to just set your intention for what you'd like to gain from our time together. So why you chose to be here today. Okay, so guys, before we get started, I'd like us to do a little exercise together. So I'd like to ask you to stand up. So, point your finger out in front of you and just twist as far as you can go. And take note of where your finger gets to. Okay, now let go and return to center. Very flexible yogis in this club. Okay, so you can let your hands down. No, stand up, use your hands. So now we're going to do that 3 more times, but not with our bodies this time. We're just going to do it in imagination. Okay, and I'm going to guide you. I'm going to guide you through it. So close your eyes. And just with your imagination, you're going to point your finger out in front of you and twist as far as you can go. And return to center. Keep your eyes closed. And again, with your imagination, point your finger out in front of you and twist further this time, just a little bit further. And return to center. And the last time with our imagination, point your finger out in front of you, and this time you're going to twist 360 degrees around. And your brain might think this is a little bit kooky, but it's imagination, so you can do anything you want there. So twist all the way around. Really freaky. Okay, and open your eyes. And now let's do this again, okay, physically. So put your finger out in front of you and go as far as you can go. Okay, by a show of hands, how many of you went further this time? Okay, look around the room and see how many people went further. This is the power of visualization. Okay, have a seat. So there was a psychologist named Alan Richardson who was really curious about visualization and the impact that it has. So he started working with a group of basketball players. And what he did was he split this team into 3 groups. So one team, he asked them to practice physically, practice their free throws for 20 minutes a day. Okay? The other group, he told them, don't do any physical practice, just sit down and visualize making perfect free throws for 20 minutes a day. The other group, he said, just chill. Don't do anything. No physical practice, no visualization, don't do anything. And what they did was they sort of scored the basketball players on how they were performing before the experiment started, and then did the same thing at the end. And what they found was that the people who were physically practicing improved significantly. The people who were just visualizing but not physically practicing, so So if the people practicing were here, the visualizing guys got to about here. So there was significant improvement, but like not that much of a difference. These guys stayed the same, there was no shift. So if you can improve that much just with visualization, imagine the power of combining the two, the physical practice and the visualization, how far and fast you would go. Visualization you can think of as the law of attraction or as manifestation, okay? And both of these things can sound a little kooky. It's like, okay, so what? I'm going to imagine that I have €1 million in my bank account and poof! Like, I mean, that would be amazing. But it doesn't work like that, right? I mean, that's magical thinking. But what visualization does do is it gets you so focused, and we're going to go into the science of it, I'm going to explain how it works. It gets you so focused, and then if you create a strategy around it, then you can get to your vision. You can actually create your vision. So to understand the science behind visualization, we need to speak a little bit about our belief structures. From the moment we're born, we begin developing beliefs. So you can think of beliefs as being like these little building blocks, each belief. So for example, this is a cushion. Yeah, this is a yoga mat. This is a projector. That's a camera. That's a man. That's a woman. There's mommy, there's daddy. And then over time, it happens very quickly. We learn a lot of things in a short amount of time. But also our belief structures all start to combine with each other, right? They build on top of each other. So kind of, you end up with belief structures for your family. And then you end up with belief structures for that time you went to Italy. You have a belief structure around Italy. And then they all sort of interplay, right? So we have these belief structures of the world. Now, our belief structures really like to stay intact. It is very disorientating for us when they don't stay intact. In fact, there's a word for when our belief structures are smashed. It's trauma. Yes, trauma is when something unexpected happens. You weren't prepared for it. It happens out of the blue, and it completely swipes the yoga mat out from under your feet. Okay, so basically what happens is you think that the world is a certain way, and then something happens, and then you realize that actually, no, the world wasn't the way you thought it was. It's actually another way. Or no, this person wasn't the way you thought they were. It's actually another way. So our belief structures like to stay intact. So what they have is this really cool thing called the RAS, okay, the reticular activating system. This is a bundle of nerves in your brainstem. And what it does is it acts as a filter over your belief structures. So imagine this block, okay, of belief structures. Yes? And this is you. This is the belief structure that is you. And my belief structure is different to yours, and yours is different to hers, and yes? But we have certain commonalities, and that's why we can, get along, yeah? Anyway, we have this belief structure, and we have the RAS that acts as a filtration system over the belief structure. So basically what it does is, based on your beliefs, it cuts out anything from your environment that is irrelevant, filters it out, and it picks up on stuff that reconfirms your beliefs. I think that's pretty cool. It saves us a lot of time, right? Otherwise we'd be going around yoga mat. I don't know what to do with this yoga mat, right? You have to make sense of everything all the time. It just makes life very, very efficient. The thing is that sometimes it can screw us over when we want to create something in our lives, but our belief structures don't support it. So for example, if you want to start your own business, there's a belief within you that says it's not possible, okay? I used to have this a lot when I was starting A Life I Choose. I was working so hard. I was working all the time, but I couldn't figure out how to make this business profitable. And I was doing some exercises, and it came out of me that I had this limiting belief. I had this belief that I was not capable of running my own business, of running it successfully anyway. And then once I saw that belief, I could choose whether to keep it or not, right? I mean, I saw it wasn't serving me. So then I could choose to replace it with an empowering belief, which I decided I was totally capable. And once I changed the belief and I visualized my business, I visualized what I wanted it to be, and I still do this every step, every milestone I reach, I create a new one, then I could move and I could create a profitable business, which has been awesome and amazing. So basically what's happening is, if you have goals, right, like you want to start your own business, or you want to have a healthy, fit lifestyle, or you want to be in a romantic relationship, a healthy romantic relationship, for example, but there are beliefs there that say it's not possible. Now remember, our beliefs are based on our experiences, so if you have been in relationships and they've always ended up emotionally turbulent and painful, you're going to have a belief there that says, I don't know if this is possible. It might be possible for other people, but I'm not so sure it's possible for me. And remember, this is all quite unconscious, so it's not always at the forefront of our minds. Or maybe you've always wanted to eat healthily and stick to it, but you always fall off the wagon, at some point, and there's this belief you're not quite sure that you can do it. So what happens is the RAS is filtering out all of the opportunities, all the things in your environment that could support you to reach your goals. Okay, like for example, let's say you want to start a successful business, but there's the belief that you can't. So there's the filtration system over it, and it's saying, it kind of completely negates the networking events you could go to, or the books you could read that would teach you the skills you need to move, or the people you could speak to learn certain things. It just negates it, because it's not even an option for you, right? The belief isn't there. So the way visualization works, how many of you have done visualization before? By a show of hands. Okay, you've done visualization before. Cool, you've done it too? Okay. And you've done this.
Excuse me. I tried something. I wanted to visualize another thing, as you said, but I couldn't visualize the opposite thing.
Can you tell me more?
I wanted to visualize something like I have a problem with gaining weight, and I read about this, that if I visualize that I'm thinner, I can go well on my diet. But I couldn't. I couldn't visualize that I'm thinner.
I understand you.
Although I was thinner before, but visualizing, I couldn't.
I understand you. When I started studying visualization, one of our mentors had us do a visualization of the kind of home we wanted to live in one day. And I just could not see this home. Like, I never thought about, what kind of a home do I want to have. I always just sort of thought, I'll take what I can get kind of thing, So I was pretty clueless when it came to the kind of home I wanted. The thing is, we just need to stay with it, just do it again and again, because it's a practice, right? It's like going to the gym. If you go to the gym once a month, you feel great after that session, but it doesn't do anything for your muscles. So it's the consistency that makes it work, the repetition. So now I have a vision for my home, I see it. Do I see every nook and cranny? No, but I have a sense, of what I want. It's just about sticking with it.
Should I keep visualizing what I want? Or there's how can I say, a problem in the structure that makes me don't want to...
No, keep visualizing.
Yes.
Keep visualizing. I'm going to explain now. Tell me what you're saying.
Yes.
Sorry.
That you're going to do it. You're going to do the diet once and once and once.
Yes, exactly. So you keep focusing on your goal. Exactly. So who here meditates or has meditated in the past?
Try.
Okay. Okay, so you know what meditation is like. You get into a calm state, you're present with yourself, you accept what's there. Yeah? So visualization is like this. You just build, at least the way I like to do it is you just build upon the meditation. So you get into a calm state and then you focus on the goal as though it's already happened. So you're not thinking about how you're going to make it happen. You're not thinking about what could go wrong. You're just focusing on it like it's happened already.
which will make you believe in the end.
Exactly.
And replaces the belief you've had before.
Exactly, because the brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So if somebody breaks into your home, your body's going to go into fight or flight. But you could be at home completely safe. Friday night, it's dark, you're alone, and you hear a noise, and you imagine that somebody broke into your home, and your body's going to go into fight or flight. The brain doesn't know the difference, right? So the body is going to respond. So, yeah, so essentially you're kind of tricking it. And this works on two levels. It works on a cognitive level because it doesn't know the difference, so you're focusing on this goal as you see it. And because it doesn't know the difference, it's going to register it as a memory. So because it's a memory, then it's an experience you've had, it goes into that building block. That shifts your beliefs. And then that shifts your filtration system. Your filtration system starts to notice opportunities all of a sudden. Because you are capable of this. You are already, running a successful business. You are already in that romantic relationship. You already have that body, that health. So the filtration system shifts. And you start to notice opportunities that you didn't notice before. So for example, you notice that there is a networking opportunity that you could go to, right, for developing your business. You notice there are books that can teach you the skills that you want. You notice that there's an awesome workshop that's being hosted in January that you could go to. Hint, not that. Where you'll undo all the fear and retroflexion and you'll get all the beliefs that you need to move forward. So that's how it works. And another thing, physically, okay, it's also priming you physically. If you don't believe it's possible, your body's going to hold back. Because it's going to be filled with fear. And what fear does is it does this thing called retroflexion. So fear and excitement are really, really similar physically, okay? Excitement just makes you want to go forward, okay? It's a lot of energy, it makes you want to go forward. Excitement becomes fear when there are limiting beliefs that stop it from coming out. Your brain says, no, not possible, no, not possible. It stays inside. The energy stays inside, it freezes us. This is why we don't move forward. So when we do visualization, it shifts us also on a physical level. It makes it easier for us to move. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah?
It's like when a person sits for an exam, when you don't want prepared, but when you sit and you've got the paper in front of you, you blank.
Yes.
Because your beliefs overcome what you all your preparations.
Exactly. And fear is 100% normal. I get fear every time I come to sleep, you know, it's there, it's like, oh, you're going to forget everything, like, you're going to forget everything. It's just like, fuck off. Like, you know, I don't know. I don't need you right now. But fear is protection. So anyway, I'll speak about that in a bit. But basically, what's happening every time you practice, okay, so again, you practice consistently, is it's shifting your belief and it's shifting your state from one of uncertainty to one of certainty. So from one of, I can't do this, to one of, oh yes, I'm doing this. And then what happens is, let me give you an example of this guy named Dave, okay? So there's this guy named Dave and he really wants to ask this woman out, okay? He's been thinking about her for months. Really wants to ask her out. He's contacted her, but he does it from a friend mode. He doesn't do it from like, wait. Okay? Why? Why would he do that? Why would he fuck himself over?
Because he's afraid of rejection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there's a belief somewhere there, right? That says like, she's not going to be into me. I'm not enough. All of our limiting beliefs can be boiled down to two main limiting beliefs. It's I'm not enough, or if then I won't be loved. So these are somewhere there. So what happens is if we don't believe, we don't tap into our potential, we take action from a space of it's not really there, we keep getting the same results, which reconfirms our beliefs. So when we shift our beliefs to a state of certainty, right? If Dave got into a state of certainty, like I really like this woman, I'm gonna go ask her out, okay? And he went there in man mode, yeah? Like Joey Tribbiani from Friends. Yeah? Yeah.
I don't like how you do.
How you doing? Yeah. He never failed, Joey Tribbiani. So you tap into a different kind of potential, you take different kind of action, you get different results. This is how it works. I would like you to take a moment now to just think of two things.
So, excuse me.
Tell me. Sure.
Because we say, like, I'm a positive person or I'm a very negative person. So is it that, or is it according to our building beliefs?
I'd say both. But you tapped on something really important, because you're tapping on identity, right? How do you identify? Yes?
But
So
this does identify you, because as you said, if you say, you see, I could never do anything that comes out right,
Yeah.
you're reconfirming.
Yeah, totally.
So you are building on again.
Absolutely. Our identity is massively important. There was a time, for about 5 years in my life, I was constantly unwell. Constantly, I got worse and worse. And I went to doctors and they diagnosed me with a chronic condition for life. They told me there's nothing you can do about it, take this medication, and just manage it. In 2 years, my physical health and my anxiety and everything was completely it didn't do well at all. And then I ended up having a stroke. And what I realized was I had been identifying as a sick person.
Not just positive or negative.
Yeah, my identity was I am sick. Then it became I have a chronic condition. Then it became, oh my God, I'm gonna die young, you know? And once I realized that I was fucking myself over with this identity, I switched it. And I started telling myself every day, I am healthy, I am healthy, I am well, I am healthy, I am well, I am healthy, I am full of energy, I am healthy, I am well, I am full of energy, I'll play around with it. And now I've never been healthier and I recovered and I'm good. You know, so it takes time. It's not magical thinking. I put a strategy in place as well. I shifted my diet. I began exercising, doing yoga and walking, 5 days a week, 20 minutes. For everything, even for building my business. I had a
I'm
strategy.
saying that you controlled your condition without medication.
Yes. I got off the medication because I was on the medication when I was bad. And I said, this isn't working. But this was me. As in, I'm not saying that other people can't. I'm just saying everybody's different, so I'm not sort of saying. But anyway. So let's take a moment. And I would like for you to write down, and if you don't have a notepad, maybe you have your phones. And if you don't have your phones, just think it. Okay? But if you can write it down, it's great, because you reconfirm what you want. And what I'd like you to do is think of 2 things that you would like to create or experience more of in 2020. Now, sometimes what happens when people think about what they want to do, you know how New Year's resolutions tend to be things like, I want to quit smoking, I want to lose weight, I want to eat better, whatever. They're usually very restrictive. So it's like, I want to quit smoking. Great, kill me now. Because it's like, where is my release? When we focus on self-closing, we can't follow through. It doesn't support us. So when you think about what you want in the year 2020, always think about how you're expanding. So if you want to quit smoking, think, I want to breathe deep, smell good, and taste good, okay? Or if you want to lose weight, think, I want to be healthy and energetic and fit. So always think about how you're self-expanding, how you're growing. So take a moment and think of 2 things that you want more of in the year 2020. Are you in touch with 1 or 2 things that you want to create in 2020? Yeah? Okay, anyone needs more time? Okay, so whenever we are about to embark on a growth spurt, what happens is fear sets in. We can't get rid of fear. It's biological. It's there to protect us. Okay, so it's going to set in and say, dumbass, of course you're not capable of doing this, or no, you're not going to manage. And sometimes we don't even want to share our goals, because if we screw them up, then everyone's going to know. And what happens is the retroflexion happens, right? So you have the excitement, you have the energy, boom, it goes down. So fear is completely normal. Now, fear is physical. So whether you're actually aware of it or not, what's happening is fear is keeping your energy within. So you need to shake it off. This is why exercise is important. We need to shake the fear off. We are going to do a visualization in just a moment, but first, it will be way more effective if we just shake off the fear just a little bit. Okay, and you might tell me, I'm not feeling scared right now. There's always fear. Whenever we're going through a growth spurt, there's always fear. Okay? So stand up. And we're going to shake it up. Okay? So just follow me. Okay? You're going to feel like a twat. I'm going to feel like a twat. It's okay. We'll be twats together. Okay? So just follow me.
Leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love, and all that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love, love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love.
So, my favorite recipe for visualization is this. Well, I learned visualization from many people, not my favorite. Oh, I'm sorry. My favorite is Tony Robbins. Have you heard of Tony Robbins? Yeah. So he does some of my favorite visualizations. So this is an adaptation of his. It's very much like his, but I've added on another part, which includes identity, which will support you a lot. Basically, what I like to do is we get into a state of abundance, because lack is fear. Overthinking, I don't have enough, I'm not enough, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, I don't have whatever, we will not move. So we need to get into a state of abundance, which is there's more than enough time, there's more than enough money, there's more than enough resources. I might not have the resources at the moment, but I can be resourceful, right? So we shift from a state of lack to abundance. And we do this by getting in touch with love and gratitude. Love is always the antidote to fear, always. This is why in my workshops I like to get you to high five and stuff like that, because I want you to feel connected to each other, because ultimately we are all connected to each other, and we just need to remember that. And when we do remember that, we can move so much easier because we feel safer, so we're more willing to take risk. We get into a state of abundance, we do some healing, some clearing, some letting go, and then we focus on the future. So we'll do this for about 15 minutes. Do I have 15 minutes? Exactly. Okay. And I'll guide you through. All you need to do, relax, close your eyes. So we'll start by taking a deep breath in, and let it go. And another deep breath in, and let it go. And do another 2 of these breaths in your own time. Really enjoy your breath, enjoy welcoming it into your body, your first home, the sweet comfort of your body. And now take both your hands and put them on your heart and feel your heart beating. Just feel that heart beating. And for a moment, just entertain the idea of how random it is that you're alive. Right? Out of all those sperms, it was that sperm that hit that egg and made you. That's pretty random, no? It's pretty cool. So just take a moment to thank your heart, the center of our being. And now I'd like you to think of a moment that you could be incredibly grateful for if you wanted to. Just any moment. This could be a moment from earlier today, a week ago, a month ago, way back in your childhood, anything. And just step into that moment like it's happening right now. So see it, feel it, hear it, and just allow yourself to experience that moment over again. And enjoy this moment. And now I'd like you to step into another moment that you could feel incredibly grateful for if you wanted to. This can be any kind of moment, a moment with a loved one, a moment of achievement, maybe a moment of quiet. You just step into that moment like it's happening. give gratitude for that moment. And now we'll choose a third moment, and this time, choose a coincidence. So something that you weren't planning, you weren't working to make happen, it just happened. You went somewhere and you met someone who became very special to you. Or you met someone and they taught you something that became very important for you. And just step into that moment like it's happening and give thanks for the way that life supported you in that moment. You didn't have to be in control, you didn't have to take care of it, it just happened. Say thank you. And now relax both your hands on your lap. And I want you to picture a bright star in the sky above you. This bright, beautiful star. And it's emanating light, okay? So this light, this warm light, is shining down on you, warming you, and it's vibrating through each and every single cell you have. And as it does this, it heals you. It unblocks you. It allows your energy to flow freely. So you don't need to control the light, you don't need to guide it. Just open yourself up to receive it. Just say, I'm open to you. I choose to receive you. And you can ask the light to heal you. Ask it to heal your body, heal your mind, heal your emotions, your relationships. And then ask it to strengthen you, to strengthen the greatest qualities in you, like your courage and your love and your appreciation, your decisiveness, your joie de vivre, your playfulness, your joyfulness, your gratitude. Ask it to strengthen all of those beautiful qualities within you. And now filled with this light, channel it to the people you love. And again, you don't need to force it, you just kind of ask it to go where you want it to go. So send it to your partner. If you have kids, send it to your kids. Send it to your parents, your brothers, your sisters, your grandparents, your friends, your work partners, your business partners, your colleagues, your collaborators, your clients. Send it to the community, like you can send it to Malta, you can send it to the world, you can send it to wherever you want. Just send this healing, loving light. Ask it to heal the people you send it to. And ask it to strengthen their best qualities, their courage, their playfulness, their love, their joyfulness, their gratitude, their joie de vivre. And take a deep breath in. And let it go. And now we're going to focus on the future. So I want you to see the first goal, okay? So you set 2 intentions for 2020. I want you to step into the first one like it's happened. So you don't need to think about how you're going to make it happen, okay? You don't need to think about the things that could go wrong. Your brain's going to go there, okay? But don't worry, just bring it back, just like meditation. And just see it happening as you want it. It's happened. You made it happen. It's working. And feel the energy of that all coming together. And enjoy it. Smile a little. Remember, you're in charge of your brain, so Play with it a bit. Okay, enjoy it. You've accomplished what you wanted. That thing that you didn't know what you were capable of doing, you made it happen. Enjoy it. Trust it. Love it. Give thanks for it. It happened. And you know now that because you set your mind on it, that you can do it again with anything else. Enjoy it. And every time your brain wanders off or tries to think about how it's going to do it, don't worry. It's just our brains being our brains. Bring it back and enjoy that moment. Celebrate it. Feel it in your body. And make sure that you're sitting up tall, okay? So that your body can feel like it's won something. Yeah? Like it's accomplished. We don't slouch when we're feeling good. We stand tall when we're feeling good. Okay? So stay tall and smile. And see it. Okay, and now let's step into the second goal. Like it's happening. Okay, and don't worry if you don't see it perfectly. Don't beat yourself up. It's the first time. Okay? Just play with it. And see it like it's happened exactly the way you wanted it. Like the basketball players. They didn't picture themselves screwing up, okay? When they did, they brought it back. And they made perfect free throws. So see yourself doing it exactly as you wanted it. And let it fill you up. Celebrate it. Smile. And enjoy it. Okay. And now, as that person who's achieved these two things, I want you to give yourself a title, a little affirmation, okay? Your identity. So you can play around with it. It can be something like, I am the bringer of love and joy and peace. Or I am a passionate lover. Or I am the rocking business owner. I am the rocking entrepreneur. I am a playful parent. Pick something that feels good, that excites you. It doesn't have to be perfect, you can adjust it later. Just pick something for now. And now, I'm going to count down from 3, and we're going to say it out loud together. Now don't worry, there isn't going to be one person here saying it on their own. Okay, we're going to trust each other, and we're all going to say it together. And we'll do this 3 times, I'll guide you through. Okay? So, 3, 2, 1. I am the fun-loving, heart-centered mindset leader. 3, 2, 1. I am the fun-loving, heart-centered mindset leader. Good guys, one more time. And say it a bit louder this time, okay? 3, 2, 1. I am the fun-loving, heart-centered mindset leader. Good guys, give your hands to that. Good job. I don't know if I have any time for questions or 5 minutes. Okay. Are there any questions? How was the visualization for you?
It wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy.
No. It's like all fuzzy.
Yeah. Yeah, it starts that way. It does. It's totally normal. Totally normal. Was it frustrating? I know. It's like the first time you go to the gym and everyone's like,
that was easier.
That was easier, yeah. Okay, first time you play piano.
When you visualize something you want, is it better if we say like after the words, like saying the same thing which we are visualizing?
You can, yes, for sure. I like it because I find the affirmation grounds me. You can use anything. You can use an affirmation, you can use a symbol if you want. A symbol, for example, you can use a necklace. Like this necklace is for fearlessness, right? So it reminds me like I do what I'm scared of. Yeah? So my husband got this for me. But so you can keep anything, like, you know, kind of.
So you are not scared of him.
Oh, yeah.
It's only me on Facebook.
Anything that sort of grounds me, yes, to remember who you are, because at the end of the day, it's our identity that shifts behavior. Okay? I don't know if you've ever seen kids when it's like Halloween or it's Carnival, they put on the costume of a fireman and all of a sudden they are a fireman, you know? Or the girl who puts on a princess and she is a princess, like forget it, there's no messing around here. You know, we're the same. Like we have to first put on the identity, and at first it feels really weird. I remember when I was practicing to become a psychotherapist, one of my mentors used to tell us, say, I am a psychotherapist. This was like our very first seminar. This was 6-year-long training. Very first seminar. And we're walking around the room going, I am a psychotherapist, I am a psychotherapist. Like you feel really weird. But then you grow into the identity. But you need to give yourself the chance to play with it, to toy with it, to put it on. There's this thing in the brain called the pain and pleasure principle. Okay? The brain wants to avoid pain and wants to seek pleasure. So our goals are pleasure, that's what they're seeking. But along the way, we're going to experience pain because we're going to make mistakes, you know, people are going to criticize us, blah, blah, blah. So, if we are going to be self-inflicting the pain, at a point, our whole system will just say it's not worth it, and it will drop it, will self-sabotage. So whenever you do a good thing, celebrate it, even if it's really small. Okay, you can keep like a journal, and you just write it down, okay? Or you can actually like just pop open some bubbly, like, you know, just sort of feel it. What kind of celebration is this? Is this something I want to walk down, or is this something I want to go, yes! You know? You feel it. And you just do what you need to do.